What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video and wanted to talk about some pretty key injury news that has to deal with the New York Jets against the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday afternoon. There are two key players on that Eagle defense that are in jeopardy of missing the game against the New York Jets. We will start by talking about Jalen Carter. As Adam Schefter reports, Eagles defensive tackle Jalen Carter sprained his ankle during practice this week, and his status for Sunday versus the Jets is in question. Head coach Nick Sirianni also said the team could be without Darius Slay, who has a knee injury. If he does have to miss this week, we don't anticipate it being a long-term thing. Now, it might not be a long-term thing, but if he's not good to go in this game against the New York Jets on Sunday, that plays a really big role. And both of these guys do. I mean, Jalen Carter seems like he is on pace to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. He has been not only one of the best rookie defenders, but one of the best defenders in football through the first 5 weeks of this season. He is currently tied with Aaron Donald, pretty good company, for most pressures from the interior on the defensive line. Quinnen Williams is fifth in the league, by the way. So good stuff, Quinnen Williams. But just to put in perspective how far or how good this guy is right away, and how far he's been able to come since, the draft and getting into the league, and just saw a lot of really impressive stuff through the first few weeks for Jalen Carter. And he's good against the run as well. And this is a really stout run defense that the Philadelphia Eagles sport, but somewhere they've struggled a little bit this year is their pass defense. They haven't been nearly as effective against the pass this year than in years gone by. And if you're losing your best pass rusher, at least your best pass rusher from the interior, they have, a lot of guys on the edge who could make some people miss on the offensive line and get after the quarterback. But that would be a really big loss on the interior for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it doesn't stop there. As I mentioned with Darius Slay, I know he hasn't had a great start to the year. He's not covering like his normal self, but it would be a major loss if he's not good to go. This is someone who, when healthy, is one of the best cover corners in football. So, this is a guy that would absolutely need to be out there. And I don't know if it's enough for me to say the line is going to crazy change. The Jets are 7-point underdogs and it will likely stay at that point. But if the Jets are to pull an upset win in this game on Sunday, they would have to take advantage through the air, which is something that I've talked about a lot this week. And I know that might sound crazy to some because of how good Breece Hall is. And Breece is coming off, a week where he carried the ball over 20 times and racked up over 170 yards and had a long 70-yard touchdown. But if the strength of the defense is the run defense, and if their strength is the run defense and they have a weaker pass defense and they're losing two of their better guys who impact their pass defense, arguably their best pass rusher and their best corner, that's going to play a factor in weakening one of their bigger or weaker links. And, something we highlighted earlier on the channel is how good Zach Wilson is off the play action and how much better he's been passing on first down. So that's something I really think the Jets need to do in this game against the Philadelphia Eagles if they want to have success. And I'm not saying completely abandon the run. You need to use Breece Hall and get him his touches, but you could also utilize him as a receiver out of the backfield. And I don't know. I'm not saying, 40 passing attempts for Zach Wilson, but I don't know if 25 is going to cut it. He might have to be in that 30 to 35 range. And if these two guys are not able to go, that plays a huge, huge factor for the New York Jets on offense going against that team. Because when you look at this Eagles defense, they are built similarly to the Jets, where they have a really strong defensive line and they normally cover very well, but they haven't covered as well to start this year. And if you're missing a huge piece on that defensive line, sure, they're deep and they could, they could rotate. They have, other guys who can go in there, but it wouldn't be the same. I mean, again, this is someone who has just been absolutely insane, Jalen Carter, for the first 5 weeks of the year. So something really to keep a close eye on in this game would be the health of those two guys. And if they're not able to go, could be an opportunity for the New York Jets to take advantage. So we'll see what Nathaniel Hackett schemes up and how Zach Wilson plays in this game, but wanted to talk about it because I thought it was worthwhile to mention. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, please make sure to like the video. It really helps a lot to support the channel. It takes a second. It's free. It's free support. I appreciate it. Just drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you next time.